single Democrat swayed from voting against President Biden's nominees, and we know how many of them turned out. They turned out to be atrocious at their jobs, leaving America much worse than they were when they took the oath of office. And so I've said it repeatedly from this podium. I addressed it at the beginning of my remarks. We expect all Republicans to vote, to stay tough and strong, vote for President Trump's nominees so we can get to work and continue to work very hard to implement this president's agenda.
There you have it. So what's the big takeaway here? Well, to me, it seems painfully obvious that Mitch McConnell is letting his own personal grudges, his own personal vendettas get in the way of not just supporting his fellow Republicans, but also, more importantly, doing what's best for the United States of America. As I'm sure many of you know, the Republican Party has changed a lot over the last 10 years. Before Trump came down that escalator in 2015 to announce his presidential campaign, the Republican Party was dominated by these rhinos, Republicans in name only. Some other people call them neocons. These are your McCains, your Romneys, your Cheneys, and your McConnells. And so, like I said, over the last 10 years, Donald Trump has pretty much rebuilt the Republican Party from the ground up upon the foundation of Make America Great Again and America First. And so what seems to be the case is that Senator Mitch McConnell isn't so happy about that. He sort of refused to get with the times. But okay, now I want you guys to listen to President Trump's absolutely scathing review of Senator Mitch McConnell from just earlier today. But hey, real quick, before we do that, I want to say if you guys enjoy the news coverage, please consider subscribing to the channel because it really does help a ton with my daily struggle against the YouTube algorithm. But okay, so let's take a look at what President Trump had to say about all of this.
Well, I feel sorry for Mitch. And I was one of the people that he wanted to go to the end and he wanted to stay leader. He's not equipped mentally. He wasn't equipped 10 years ago mentally, in my opinion. He'd let the Republican Party go to hell. If I didn't come along, the Republican Party wouldn't even exist right now. Mitch McConnell never really had it. He had an ability to raise money because of his position as leader, which anybody could do. You could do it even. And that's saying a lot. But the fact is that he raised money.
Administration, not a single.
Agency.
So Mitch McConnell didn't vote for RFK Jr. because he's worried about eroding trust in our public health organizations. Listen, guys, I don't want to get too much into all of this, but as I'm sure many of you remember, there was a pretty recent event, a pandemic of sorts.